Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. We're out in the shop again tonight, and we're putting together the short walk on the Gen 3 for the 88. And this isn't really a how-to because this isn't how I would suggest you do it. This is how you might get away with it, but I'll show you what I'm doing. So the block's kind of ready. I haven't even taken the crank out of it, and I honed the bores just gently with this lovely Canadian Tire Farmer hone here, and it did take out some of the marks and it knocked off just a bit of the glaze. I didn't do too much in there, but it's probably holds some oil for getting the break-in going. We touched up the head deck with just a block and some 400 grit. I got one of these very fancy, but not at all. It's very straight though. Blocks with some 180 grit and then a 400 to finish. And then we got our pistons to go on here. And the piston tool that I was waiting for is here. This piston ring compressor style is the one I like because it's tapered. You just slide it through and it squeezes everything and drops in. I'll show you in a second here. Okay, so we'll just take this thing through here, position our rings correctly, and it just kind of goes in real nice like that. We'll make sure we got the right piston, right point in the right direction, and close. Close. It's very high-tech hammer handle here. It's working really good, except for where it's not. This is the part where you turn the camera off, figure out what you're doing wrong, and then try again. Well, see, and that's what we're doing wrong. Can you see that? Yeah. We seem to have gotten ahead of ourselves here. So, let's try again. Let's see if we can't break a ring instead this time. Somebody out there on the internet is looking up to see if 93 millimeters is even the right bore diameter for this one. I'm hoping it is. Doesn't seem so happy. Looks like the oil control ring just jumps out of there every time, eh? Well, that hasn't been my experience with these. Is 93 millimeters the stock bore on a Gen 3 Coyote? We're going to find out. Maybe assumptions were made. Yes, to answer your question, 93 millimeters is the stock bore on a Gen 3 Coyote. However, you have to turn the camera off for this stuff to work. First try with the camera off. Yeah. It's in there. No, I don't build a lot of motors. Alright, so that gets it down, hopefully into a spot where I can put the cap on it. Put a little bit of lube on. We're back to here. We got the notch right there, which means the notch on there. These are called a cracked cap, which means they're actually etched and then broken off of the rod end, and they fit together like a jigsaw puzzle. They're actually just raw castings, and the casting crack is actually unique to each. You could never swap a rod end, not that you ever could, and get away with it. But anyways, that procedure 8 more times, and we mostly have a short block. Will it work? Well, follow along and see what the dyno says. Okay, so I think the rule of cameras is don't turn them on until you've done something a couple times first. And then once you kind of figure it out, then turn the camera on. We'll see. So this is supposedly how this piston ring compressor is supposed to work, and I've used them before, but you know, one motor every couple years doesn't really make you very good at them. So let's just see. So we put it on here. We got that going in the right direction. We got the engine block positioned more correctly now, so things go down nicely. Push that down, nice and square. Just take your thumbs and push that thing right through there. Ta-da! See? Try it first before you turn the camera on. Anyways, more of the same coming up. All right, it's all together. If you haven't seen a modern Coyote bottom end, this is why these blocks can take so much power. Got 6-bolt mains. We got the 1, the 2, and the other one on the outside of the block. A deep skirt block. Factory crank is kind of a pretty beautiful work of art. So here's our pistons. Everybody's happy. Yeah. Everything turns over nice. I think we're going to end up making some power. That's enough for tonight. Have a good one. See you next time.